everybody. I hope you're all doing well. It's Guiding Halo here. This is going to be your daily hope. So let's see what's coming at us for today. For tomorrow, I guess. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So it's eclipse day tomorrow, the 5th. I don't know about you all, but I sure am feeling the energies. Sure am. It's been a big deal. So the biggest way I'm feeling the energy is truth's coming to light. Things you thought were one way actually might not be that way. And even things now that you think that you've heard the full story on, there's a whole lot more going on behind the scenes that meets the eye. Yeah, look at that. Can't make that crap up, man. Just saying. Let's put this down a little bit. Okay, so owl magic. Look at that. Choose to know the truth because you can. Open your inner vision. You can see through deception. Let the past go and make room for a better life. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. So it's about believing. Believing yourself when your intuition tells you that there's a truth that is being given, or a part of the truth, and your intuition tells you that that is the case, then you must believe it because you know the truth. Apparently, that's what the card says. Absolutely. All right. So I'm being led to read this to you guys, which I don't usually read the whole reading, but it's imperative, especially right now with eclipse time coming through. So, owl is the messenger and revealer of secrets, the totem of oracle and seers. Owl sits on the shoulder and is their advisor. When owl flies into your life, know that a time of unveiling is at hand and the truth will be made known. Change is on the wind. Owl medicine can help you release the past and fly into a better future. Owls are creatures of the night. They're also creators, because I was going to say creators of the night. So that's when they do their best creating. Very possible that some of you do your very best creating in the night hours. Their silent flight and superior vision make them supreme hunters. They capture the prize. If they cross your path repeatedly, it is a warning to review your situation and see where deception is lurking. To see an owl can be an omen that a profound change is coming. The owl is your totem. You are an old soul. You succeed with wisdom. No one can deceive you, and you see into others' souls. Be sure to keep your knowledge secret unless asked to provide counsel. Trust should not be broken. The night is auspicious for owl people. When the moon is full, you are creative and energized. You can see in the dark and appreciate life's magic. Ask your owl totem to sit on your shoulder and guide you. Become the conscious student of owl. Embrace your gifts and fly with the masters. Beautiful. So what gifts do you need to embrace? Someone here knows the truth of a situation, knows the truth of your life, knows the truth of something. Perhaps someone's in denial of the truth. That's an interesting concept. Which card deck do I want to use moving forward? Mystical Animal Shaman, maybe? This one is the Spirit of Animals Oracle by Call It Baron Reed. One of my faves, as you all know. But that's for all the new people that are watching. All right. Give me a message to go with this owl magic. Flamingo Spirit, embrace the in-between. Now, if you guys have not watched my series on YouTube called The In-Between, it was dated a while back, but there's some very relevant messages of those videos that were in there. There's not many. It talks about the in-between. It talks about being in between the here and the there, from point A to point B. Not sure exactly how to get there, but it's about embracing the in-between and sitting there, watching, listening, learning as you go, because that is when the truth will be made known to you. Okay, we'll read that card very shortly. I'm going to pull one from the Work Your Light Oracle Guidebook, Oracle Cards and Guidebook. Okay. I love this deck too. It's about where your soul is heading and higher calling. The crumbling. What are you clinging on to? This is a time of letting go of all that no longer serves you and heading into the beautiful. And it's happening for absolute reason. There's something that the divine is protecting someone here from. And perhaps it could be protecting you from actually knowing the whole story. Because if you did, perhaps it would break you in ways that they do not want you to be broken. Therefore, you have this protection and this inner knowing that it's time to fly, it's time to go. It's time to go. Whatever it is, you know something's coming down the pike and it's time to get ready, time to go. Time to possibly, you know, let whatever it is crumble and fall away so that you can move forward. In some way, shape, or form with this knowing is like escaping... allowing the crumbling to happen, escaping the situation, embracing the in-between, and doing so while I'm getting that this crumbling very well in allowing your world to crumble and all that no longer serves you. When the true tower falls, that you will be in a different vicinity, and that's where this knowing comes in. The divine's trying to protect you from something, and that's where this knowing comes in. It's to move you forward, to get you away from this whole crumbling situation. By allowing certain things to move out of your life as you feel the truth of a situation coming to fruition. That's why it's saying embrace the in-between. Card number 26. Balance comes easily to Flamingo Spirit, who sees what was and what will be and stands strong in the face of uncertainty. You can be informed by what came before and plan for the future yet to be, but do not resist Flamingo Spirit's call to be fully present in the now, where the real magic happens. With one foot in the life you are moving away from and one in the future, as you become the one who leads the life of your highest intentions, you must make peace with the fact that you are not fully in either place. Embrace the in-between. The presence of Flamingo Spirit is also a sign that your creativity is arising within you and opportunities are beginning to present themselves. Remain here in a balanced state of mind, for there is much to know and learn before going forward with new plans. You can trust this moment and yourself as you take in what you see and become aware of all that you are experiencing in this in-between time. As a protection message, if you're feeling nervous and wobbly, stop worrying about the past and the future. Instead, the present is the moment. Instead, be present in the moment, balancing. For now is the space in which creativity arises. Creativity is your birthright. But if you're moving too quickly in an attempt to avoid the discomfort of transition, you can blind yourself to the miraculous possibilities that are before you now, and those just coming into being. The past has its lessons and planning has its merits, but right now you may be imbalanced because you're becoming too nostalgic for what once was, or too anxious about the future, what the future may hold. There is time to plan carefully. For now, be still and know that Spirit is here, co-creating with you in this moment. The next step will appear when it needs to appear. Relax into a state of equanimity. I can't say that. Equanimity and balance. There you go. So any anxiety can transmute into trust and faith that all will be as it will for the highest good. Now, this is also about the card of praying, and when you pray, praying for what is in the highest good for all happens. And thanking and giving the divine your thanks and appreciation for the fact that they are on it before you even ask. Before you even... You know, it's about living your life and walking in absolute trust and faith. So when someone says, will you pray for me? It's about, well, wait a second. What am I praying for? In the asking, you've already set your rockets of desire out there. You would like me to agree with you about your rockets of desire. I will absolutely agree with you that what is of the highest good for all will happen. Absolutely. And what is of the highest good for you and your life intention will happen. It's about helping them to understand that when you ask for what is in the highest good for all, you're actually bringing to yourself the desires, the things that perhaps you don't even understand yet that you even desire. Isn't that interesting? Praying that, can we actually pray in absolute faith and trust? Is it about praying then, or is it actually a statement? Praying for me has always been about the asking, as I've learned in religion or whichever. And our life in and of itself, even in unwanted situations, sets forth rockets of desire about asking. So perhaps the prayer, if it is going to be prayer, is about the appreciation and the thanking that we are not in this journey alone. But that takes absolute trust to even say that. I wonder if someone who doesn't have absolute trust could make it a little bit less wobbly for themselves, embracing the in-between, between the moment of, okay, well, I know there's such a thing as faith and trust, and how do I actually get to this thing called faith and trust? How about we could say, I expect fully that you have my back, and I expect fully that what is meant to come around will come around. I really, really want this thing, and I expect fully that you're going to bring me a what's in the highest good for me. Even though I expect myself to have it this way, doesn't mean that in the full creation of it, it's what my soul has desired. It's not what my soul perhaps is supposed to come into contact with right now. So in expecting the highest good for me to come, then I trust and have faith that the divine will bring me to the next moment, not the next day, the next week, but the next moment that is in the highest good for my soul's journey. When you live a life that way, and you live a life in that expecting, you cannot help but the next time you pray, or the next time after that, or very soon after that when you pray, to walk in that absolute faith and trust. It's not even a matter of praying anymore. It's a matter of just simply walking in it. I believe this is what they mean by praying endlessly. It's walking in the absolute faith and trust that whatever your heart or mind even thinks of has been brought to you from the divine, and therefore what you're thinking of something that you want or something you desire, a way to move forward, the divine has already answered yes and is in the process. And before you even ask that question, simply by your thoughts and your feelings and the rockets of desires you have let out, have been saying yes to you and working on bringing it towards you. That's Abraham Hicks 101 right there. That's where I learned all that I just told you. So if you guys want to learn it from them too, you go ahead and learn it. But man, has it been beautiful in my life to live that way, moving forward that way. Let's get these cards and see how it is energetically we can embrace the in-between. How do we embrace the in-between energetically? Give us some more information on what that looks like in energy. In spiritual energy, what does that look like? Spiritual energy, what does that look like? Every moment of your body, every movement of your body, every emotion you have, and every thought that passes through your mind is an expenditure of energy. Yeah, well, that's about embracing the in-between, isn't it? In even realizing this. It's about every moment. It's not the point A or the point B. It's about the every moment. Every thought that passes through your mind is an expenditure of energy. Experiencing energy. So those thoughts, those feelings, those emotions, those whichever, are forms of energy expended. Now, when you pay attention to those forms of energy expended, paying attention to the in-between and what it is you're putting your energy towards, whether it's going for a walk, whatever it is, whether it's a positive thought or a not so positive thought. Either way, it is an expenditure of your energy. So it's about being very focused on where you want to spend your energy. And this card here is telling you to embrace the in-between. So embrace every moment. You are a great being who has been given a tremendous opportunity to explore beyond self. Going beyond. So perhaps that's how we can embrace the in-between, is understanding, even though we don't have the journey yet or know where we're fully going between point one or point A and point B, that in the middle of it all, we have the great opportunity to explore beyond ourself. Not necessarily in the line of the 3D, but our energy and how we can explore beyond ourselves through meditation, through practicing that all is well. The art of allowing, practicing the art that all is well, that everything is turning out as it is supposed to be, and that the divine is here, the divine has your back. Embracing the in-between, embracing the unknown. In embracing the unknown, we can actually explore beyond ourselves, step past the moments that we're in right now to explore the energy of our soul, explore the energy of possibly why we're feeling at odds, why we're feeling like we have to move forward at a fast pace, why we're feeling maybe we have to resurface the energy that was at number one, at point A, you know, and we're sitting in the in-between, and there's something about a knowing going on here, a truth that's coming to you, and they're asking you to open your inner vision. You can see through deception. You can see the truth of the situation as you move forward. You can feel it. I think before you even see it, you feel it, that something is off. And in the feeling that something is off and being aware of what's going on around you because of that initial feeling, this is what I call thinking with your mind, or thinking with your heart, that initial feeling, then you start to pay attention to more so what's actually going around, what's happening around you. And it's a matter of going beyond yourself to understand the deeper meaning of everything that's going on in the in-between. The crumbling, what's the crumbling about? Nothing ever is worth closing your heart over. So whatever is ending, whatever is falling away, please do not close your heart, because it's not worth it to close your heart over it. It's part of experiencing the energy of what happens and understanding that your heart being open is going to bring you faster and closer to the point B, even while you're embracing this, the in-between. It's going to bring you faster and closer to this if you do not close your heart over whatever has crumbled and whatever has lost. It's about allowing others to be where they're at and allowing yourself to be where you're at. We'll read the crumbling very shortly here. There's something that's being eclipsed, and I'm going to use the word eclipsed because this reading is going to come out for the 5th, which is when the eclipse is starting, and there's something that's going to be eclipsed out of your life, and they don't want you to close your heart over it. Don't say, well, I'm never going to trust anybody again, and just because they say this doesn't mean nothing, and I'm, you know, there's the need at times to do that, and it's a form of control. It's a way we start in the energy of taking our power back. But no one can take from you what's yours. You can only give it away with your consent. So it's not about getting angry and frustrated in the act of what's going on and taking your power back because of what's going on. It's about understanding that your power, perhaps as you gave energy to something, just because that energy is expended does not mean that your true power was extended along with that energy. The two things are separate, okay? I just asked my guides, are they? And they said, yes, they are. I'm like, okay, they're two separate. Okay. When you feel pain, simply view it as energy. Let go and give room for the pain to pass through you. Has nothing to do with your power. Experiencing energy. See, it all has to do with the experiencing of energy. The energies that are coming in, you're not to close your heart over the situations that are eclipsed out of your life or the things that have happened. You're supposed to keep your heart open so that you can live and love and grow at a deeper level. And I don't even know if it's about growth per se. Interesting. You think the solution to your inner problems is in the world outside, but nobody has ever truly become okay by changing things outside. There's always the next problem, right? So that goes very much along with embracing this in-between energy. There's nothing that we can solve about what's going on in that moment. Know the truth because you can. Choose to know the truth. There's nothing outside that is going to bring happiness your way or bring anything different your way. It does not take your power back, or whichever. That power comes from deep within your soul and it lives within you. So as you expend the energy and you play with these energies around, is your power actually, does it even need taking back? Did you actually expend your power? Just because you gave energy to something and you gave time and effort to something, that's not about giving your power away. I'm totally channeling here, just FYI. So this is all new to me too. Sorry, I had to put the caveat in there. Anyway, so it's not about expending your power or giving your power away. Your power is always within you. You are a creative being. When you have divine white light flowing through you, no one can steal your power. It is not a theft situation. It is not even a giving situation. It is the fact that you are here to be and play with the energies at hand. Your power does not get taken and it does not get given away. All your power does is reaches out and connects with the power of divine source within somebody else, and they recognize each other. And as they connect and as they recognize each other, there is a meeting in the middle. There is a meeting in the middle that creates soul mission. Whoa, that's powerful. That soul mission is right now what's going to happen. Someone is going to have that meeting, that connection, and that understanding in their mind, in their emotional body, in their mental body, that those energies coming as they meet together is about with another or with other situations in life, even within yourself. Could be divine masculine, divine feminine, even within each of you. When that comes together and you have that recognition of self, and you realize how whole you are. It is not about giving your power away. It's about connecting your power with the power in other people. Whether you want to look at it as I expended too much energy or not, you did not give your power away. Their spirit connected with your spirit in a way that was there to create soul mission and soul growth. Okay, so my guides are looking at each other and are all saying, yep, that was good. Awesome. Okay, we can move on. Wow, that was powerful. Talk about something being eclipsed out of your life. This notion that you give your power away? It's not about giving your power away. It's not like something was taken from you because you chose to put it out there. Nothing can be taken from you because you choose to put divine love out there. Nothing is taken from you. What's brought into being is energies that you have to play with. Your power is always within you. It cannot be stolen. It cannot be taken away. You cannot even give your power away. You are a powerful divine being here to create. And the eyes of Source sees this whole situation through the eyes that go like through your soul, that goes straight through your eyes. They are within you. They look behind, they look through your eyes at the world and what's being created. Why do you think you're needed here? Why do you think you're needed here? It's for so much more than you could even understand. It's beautiful. Messages from the angels, please. Spend time alone in nature, meditating about your desires and intentions. Ask the angels to help you gain a positive perspective, because something is in the crumbling. I am helping you heal physical challenges in yourself and others. You are a healer like me. So how many people will sit there and give healing and give love and light to people and say, oh, I'm so tired. It's like my power, my energy has been drained. Is it? Has it been drained? I'm helping you heal physical challenges in yourself and others. You're a healer like me. I think rejuvenated and revitalized is more where we're headed. asking the divine to give you clarity about your intention and your path forward. I went into nature today. It was absolutely beautiful. And I even went into nature thinking, I don't know if I want to do this long walk. And then I heard this voice in my head, take this path. So I just practiced the art of allowing and took this path. You know, I knocked 45 minutes off of my walk and still ended up with over 200 stairs I had to do at the end, but yet still did not feel exhausted at the end of it because the divine provided me with a shortcut. By the time, if I'd have taken that whole walk and then went to go up them stairs, I'd have been like so done for my day. I'd have been tired. I probably would have had to come home and have a nap. But you see, in something in the crumbling, there's some sort of knowing that if we connect into just simply in the in-between energy and the in-between spaces of not being at one point or the other, there's some sort of knowing that we can have that is going to help us get away from what is going to tax us the most. Okay, so remember that word, tax us. Whether it taxes your energy, taxes your finances, taxes whichever. Okay, there's something really important here that someone is going to be able to avoid by listening to what is coming to you. Let go of the past and make room for a better life. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. And I promise you, well, I shouldn't promise you anything. I suppose the saying is that if you can get yourself out and understand and trust your energies in this situation, it can help heal you. And this huge, massive wall that someone is about to hit, you can avoid that for yourself. All right. Let's read the crumbling, shall we? This one comes out as card number 40, so someone could be experiencing the crumbling of something that makes them feel physically stable in this world. A home, a place to live, a something, could be related, could be anything really, but fours are all about being led by spirit, and it's something to do with foundational growth. It's also 1111 in ones, so it's a brand new beginning in understanding, and I've had that through this reading today. A crumbling as to what someone's power is, and that no one can take your power away. I don't even believe that you can give your divine power away, because I don't believe that your power that is yours from your soul, that is divine powerful energy through you, is yours to give away. Interesting. The crumbling, card number 40. Let's see. Page 40. There is a shift happening right now where anything inauthentic can no longer survive. Relationships, jobs, social structures, anything built on shaky ground is destined to tumble down. It's happening to bring you back home to who you truly are, both individually and to society as a whole, so you can live a life that is in alignment with who you truly are. When you're in the thick of it, in the in-between, it can feel like a personal attack from the universe. Have faith, because the difficult times will be your defining moments. You will be reborn in the fire. You are being called to surrender, to stop trying to hold it all together, to loosen your grip, to let the crumbling occur. It may be difficult at first, but in the end, the sooner you let go, the sooner the rebirth will occur. What are you trying to hold together? You see, the more we try and hold it together, hold everything together and not create the movement as to what we're being created or asked to move towards, even if it is absolute surrender, the more you try and hold it together, the more of a tower moment you create. What are you trying to hold together? What are you doing your best to avoid? How are you trying to pretend everything is okay? You have what it takes to allow what is falling away to tumble and fall. Once the tower has crumbled, you will be able to rebuild your home on solid ground with mighty foundations and a view that is so magnificent that it will take your breath away each new morn. Kali, the goddess of destruction, and the Black Madonna are with you now. Lay it all on their altar. They can hold it all. You are a powerful being. You are powerful, powerful enough to surrender. Do you know how much power and energy it takes to surrender? To just let go in the crumbling? I promise you, for whatever's going on here, I'm intuitively getting that whatever you think is the crumbling, For yourself, allow it to happen, because the crumbling that's about to happen for somebody else, I don't believe you want to be around to experience that. I really don't think you do. So allow the crumbling to happen. Allow it to fall away. Allow it to break away. Allow people their power to create the life that they choose and desire. And if they choose it to all crumble, then they can choose it to all crumble. If they choose to hold on to the tower, is what I'm saying, and let it hurt worse in the crumbling, because if it's meant to crumble, it's going to crumble. Regardless of how hard you hold on to it or how much whatever you do, it's going to crumble. There's nothing you can do to stop this. All I'm saying is that by surrendering and letting go and opting out, letting whatever crumble and fall away, and in that surrender and that absolute in acceptance that the surrender has to happen so that you can be spared the further deep pain if you were to hold on. In acceptance that you need to surrender, you're going to spare yourself a whole lot of grief, my loves. A whole lot of grief. Let's find out what's going on here. Oh, look at that. And I just had the Three of Cups. There's something about reuniting and celebrating. That crumbling is going to help you reunite with a part of you that is absolutely meant to be here. Look at that karma. Karma is about to be delivered here. This is karma, and it has to do with something that is going to bring a celebration and joy. A celebration and joy in the outset. But somehow you have got to let the karma, the tower, fall. You've got to let it come about. You've got to. Divine, I believe, is trying to move someone freely from that situation before the crumbling happens. Before the true tower falls. In protection, if nothing else. Otherwise, why would it be sitting here saying, choose to know the truth because you can. Open your inner vision. You can see through deception. Let the past go and make room for a better life. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. You see, by this, and there's a true inner knowing. Embrace the in-between moments and allow it to be. Surrender to the in-between. Surrender to the energies at play here so that this crumbling can crumble and fall with minimal pain to you. It's so, so important, apparently, because, man, I'm getting almost like crazy. I'm getting crazy. I just heard my guide saying, when don't you? Soul retrieval. Isis, healing goddess, now offers you spiritual restoration and deep soul healing through the art of soul retrieval, reclaiming pieces of you lost through trauma, old and new. Soon you will enjoy greater wellness, energy, and power, so be willing to go through the healing process, knowing that any emotional clearing taking place is leading you to wholeness. How much more beautiful can that be for this reading? And how much more true? The truth, my friends, the truth. You think the solution to your inner problems is in the world outside, but nobody has ever truly become okay by changing things outside. There's always the next problem. This here deck's from the Untethered Soul. It's absolutely beautiful. So how is it that we deal with the solutions in ourselves? Find the solutions within. How do we do that? What is it, and how do we do that? There's something about your soul being healed from there. It's a part of your soul that, okay, for the beginning of this video, for those who skip past the opening video, for this Daily Hope reading, there is something in that video that you really need to go back over and watch, and not just listen to from a distance, but really watch the words and read them. Because it talks about this. It talks about being set free through our surrender, and we are launched into the stars map of our true soul's calling and destiny, collecting pieces of ourself along the way that we have never knew that, well, I guess something like we're even lost or something like that. I can't remember how it all goes, but I'm going to have to sit there and watch it myself. Okay, guides, I'll do that. All right. I hope this message resonates for you. I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm preaching. It's only because I am emphatically emphatic about my own soul's growth. And when I sit here and I get emphatic about these things, it's because I myself have got to aim fearlessly at embracing the in-between. I have got to aim fearlessly at that. And the only way to aim fearlessly at it, my friends, is to surrender. Surrender. Beauty is in the in-between. Beauty is in the inner knowing that there's hope, faith, and trust, and the divine has us every step of the way. I love you all. I hope this resonates. I'll talk to you again soon. Blessings.